respected panelists of the Inserbright International Guild of Researchers and Educators Incorporated, friends, ladies and gentlemen, isang magkasining na araw sa ating lahat. Makasining in a sense that my study dwells on culture and the arts. Ladies and gentlemen, let me present to you the context and rationale of Project Esec. Based from the survey conducted last January 2018, 50 out of 80 teachers handling MAPE, both in the elementary and secondary level, are non-MAPE majors. Therefore, could not properly execute the basic skills involved in the dance, particularly the local dances. And eventually, could not impart these basic skills to the students and hinder them to effectively acquire the actual and prescribed competencies. In the recent study that I conducted entitled Level of Awareness and Practices on Binaybayon Dance among Junior High School MAPE students in DepEd Baybay City Division, results showed that in terms of level of practices, it is a grand-weighted mean of 1.69, an indication that the student respondents were slightly aware of the step pattern of Binaybayon dance. In terms of level of practices, it is a grand-weighted mean of 2.10, which means that the students respondents slightly practice on dancing Binaybayon in school programs or school-related activities. The aforementioned survey and study have sufficiently established the problem that will hinder the opportunity of the students to join the different curricular and co-curricular activities like the Division Festival of Talents, Tifut, and Binaybayon Festival, in which out of the 12 junior high school students, only 4 joined the Tifut 2017 and 3 in the Binaybayon 2017. Hence the target of RA 10533, otherwise known as Enhanced Basic Education Act of 2013, Section 3, which states that basic education is intended to meet basic learning needs, which provides the foundation on which subsequent learning can be based. And in Section 10.2, which allows the schools to localize, indigenize, and enhance the curriculum based on their respective education and social contexts, are most of the time affected by these challenges. However, through the conduct of Project Esec, enhancing skills and enriching the culture with a delivery mode, dance, cha-cha, deepen, amplify, nurture, cultivate, and enhance the child's hidden ability through contextualized and harmonic activities, this problem could be addressed. After 2 years of intensified implementation of Project Esec, I have decided to conduct a research entitled Strengthening Culture and the Arts in Schools through Project Esec, the Teacher's Perspective. The primary purpose of the study is to determine the experiences of the teacher coordinators in the Schools Division Office of Baybay City and look into the influence of the said program in culture and the arts.
This study sought to answer the following questions. Number 1, what are the experiences of teacher coordinators in the implementation of Project Esec? Number 2, what is the essence of the experience of teacher coordinators in the implementation of Project Esec? And number 3, what intervention plan can be made based on the results of the study? This research study mainly utilized the qualitative descriptive approach, employing the phenomenological tradition to describe and understand the essence of lived experiences of the teacher coordinators who have experienced the phenomenon which emerged in the implementation of Project Esec. This study is hermeneutic phenomenology type and considered both the participants and the researchers' view in the implementation of Project Esec. This study was conducted in the secondary schools of DepEd Baybay, with all the teacher coordinators implementing Project Esec, and with a population of 11 participants. Each participant is named in accordance with the rule of confidentiality. The participants were directly chosen using the purposive sampling technique. When this research was approved by the school's division superintendent, I started communicating with the principals of the secondary schools involved in the study, gathered the local artists, and communicated with the respondents of the study, and after which I conducted a focus group discussion in order to gather both the quantitative and qualitative data. Thematic analysis was employed in analyzing the data with the following steps. First is a multiple reading and making notes, after which is the transferring of notes into emergent themes. Then I looked into the relationship and clustered the themes. And finally, writing up each theme. In writing the themes, the following are taken into considerations. First is trustworthiness, and second, ethical consideration. Trustworthiness is an important concept in qualitative research because it allows researchers to describe the virtues of qualitative terms outside the parameters that are typically applied in qualitative research. Hence, in this study, I practiced member checking, wherein I have sent preliminary reports to the participants so that they could check if his or her responses were analyzed and interpreted correctly. Pursuant to the guidelines prescribed by the research management of the Department of Education, and in consonance with the generally acclaimed ethics in research, the following research ethics have been considered and applied in this study, namely, respect, justice, beneficence, procedure, and risk. Let me now present the summary of findings vis-a-vis the research question. Research question number 1. What are the experiences of teacher coordinators in the implementation of Project Esec? From the experiences of the teacher participants of this study in the implementation of Project Esec, this phenomenological study developed themes and sub-themes categories. The essence of their experiences was also described by the researcher. This includes the professional transformation, circumstantial redirection, and concurrent hindrances by the participants of the study in the implementation of Project Esec in their respective schools. Project Esec, as reflected in the testimonies of teachers, have provided them an inspiring and satisfactory environment to which their commitment is fostered, such as trainings and seminars to which they get involved and learn more things about culture and the arts. In cognizant to the improved qualification of teacher coordinators implementing the Project Esec, they felt more skillful, more capable, and more confident in teaching culture and the arts. Research question number 2. What is the essence of the experiences of the teacher coordinators in the implementation of Project Esec? It provided the teachers an inspiring and satisfactory environment to which their commitment is fostered. The learners are now well engaged in the integration of culture and the arts in the curriculum of the Department of Education. And increase of participation among schools in DepEd Baybay to Festival of Talents, National Arts Month, and the LGU-sponsored Binaybayon Festival is a great manifestation of the success in this project goal.
To concretize the essence of the experiences of the teacher coordinators in the implementation of Project Esec, I would like to show to you sample video clips.
With the help of the Project Esec, Enhancing Skills and Enriching Culture, the MAPE and SPA teachers of Banahaw National High School were empowered with skills through attending trainings and seminar workshops that help us develop our personal and professional aspect, especially the love and respect for Philippine culture. In our experience, we were able to teach and impart knowledge, skills to our students that help them realize the importance of preservation of our own culture.
Through the support of Project Esec, we from the Baybay National High School Special Program in the Arts were able to compete from local, regional, national, or even international networks to raise the profile of students and also to the teachers.
Through Project Esec with 3 acts of goodness, both students and teachers were able to showcase culture while empowering their talents and good character. Thus, Project Esec inspires every individual to continue learning and as well as boost education, culture, and performing arts for sustainable development.
It is said that if one is exposed to the arts and culture, you matter. You are enormously valuable. Coming from the overwhelmed heart of how I transformed myself to love the arts and culture, becoming also an inspiration to our young artists in the locality, and embracing our greater production from what it truly manifests, is what our greater hikes for the Project Esec, which is now a reflection of our identity. Through Project Esec, our dear artists evolve by uncovering their shells and discovering the best that they can be. Our legacy is not wasted. Learners become our forerunners of the living arts and culture. Teachers learn to pass it on to the young generations of artists, and that is because of our trainings and workshops. All these things are truly what the Project Esec dream for the Baybayanons. To the persons and to my dear colleagues behind it, Schools Division of Baybay City, Doc Joanne Narapada, toast for the greater triumph.
Research question number 3. What intervention plan can be made based on the results of the study? In order to address the concurrent hindrances And to answer research question number 3, I made a sustainable intervention plan based from the results of the study. So, let me have a walkthrough on the sustainable intervention plan that would address the concurrent hindrances in Project Esec implementation, which is funding and time constraints. So, we have here the rationale, then the objective, then the plans of implementation. This is also the matrix containing 6 columns of the Sustainable Intervention Plan for concurrent hindrances in Project Esec implementation. So the first column is area of concern, the second column is the goals and objectives, then listed are the activities in the third columns, then the persons involved, the source of budget, and finally, the success indicator. With the Project Esec, it serves as a vehicle for the teacher coordinators for their professional transformation, leading toward their improved qualification and fostered commitment. This inquiry had shed light on the circumstantial redirection of the teachers, where talent culture association and cultural activities participation considered as an effective means to observe in the implementation of Project Esec. Nevertheless, the concurrent hindrances were also experienced by the teachers as of time constraints and funding constraints, where teacher coordinators must be resilient to all the challenges that may be encountered in the course of the implementation of Project Esec. Finally, from the teacher's perspective in their different utterances, the culture and the arts in school is strengthened through Project Esec. Recommendations: the utilization of the implementation of Project Esec through Bye-Bye City Division, both in the elementary and secondary level, as recommended by the school's division superintendent. The formulation of policy to strengthen the implementation of Project Esec to address the following: training needs of the teachers, technical assistance, and monitoring and evaluation. Then the study was limited to the variable thereto. Comprehensive approach that will complement to the present study, and quantitative research on the effect of Project Esec in increasing the rate of participation of Bye-Bye City Division schools in the Binaybayan Festival, National Arts Month, and Singing Tanghalan. So, flashed in the screen are the references used in the study.
Let me end this presentation with a quote from John Abbott, which runs this way: "Every man's ability is increased or strengthened by culture." Good day and mabuhay tayong lahat!